What's going on, guys? So I wanted to come on here tonight and I wanted to talk to you about why it's so important as a man that you become so comfortable being alone in your own skin and having your own independence and doing your own thing that you don't need anybody else to give you external validation or anybody else to work with you or do anything for you. You have your own life, you have your own goals, you have your own vision, you have your own sense of style, you do your own thing. I can't tell you how many guys that I see that are basically just jumping on trends and they think that because somebody else is successful that they're going to latch onto that success. You have to become your own individual person. You're never going to be like anybody else. You're never going to be like that person that you saw that you admire so much. You have to become your own person. Okay? It took me years to figure this stuff out. It took me years because I thought I wasn't doing enough. But the truth is, I was different. I wasn't like everybody else. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. But you have to know your strengths and know how to play the game and know where you're at on know which player you are on the chessboard. But I always encourage guys to live alone for an extended period of time. I always say you should live alone for, I'd say, 3 to 5 years. Develop yourself, work on your skills, and become the best version of yourself before you try to attract friends into your life and before you try to attract these relationships into your life. Because the truth is, once you become the best version of yourself, you attract all the things you ever wanted. You live a life of abundance and you become this person that is like magnetic. People just are drawn to you. That's what you want. You want people to want to be around you. You want people to want to be with you. Because if you're not the best version of yourself, then they're going to see it and you're going to know it. And it's not going to be a good outcome for anybody. But if you can focus for an extended period of time and just really put your nose to the grindstone and just really focus on the things that you need to do, forget about the partying, forget about the socializing, forget about all that stuff, and focus on just being the best version of you, then you will see that your life will take a turn and you will have everything that you've ever wanted. Because trust me when I tell you, I always thought that I wasn't doing enough. And I always thought that because I was more independent and because I was somebody that liked to be alone, that it was a bad thing. Okay, but it's not a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with spending time alone because honestly, you can go out and you can talk to people whenever you want. You can go out and you can socialize, but if you can come home and you can say, man, I'm just glad to have my own space, just glad to have my own stuff and be able to do what I want. It makes you so different from most people because most people need that codependency. Most people need that external validation. But if you can be somebody that's like, I don't really feel like going out today. And you just kind of have your own little world and you just live in your own little bubble where you can go out and you can socialize and you can do all that stuff, but then you can also come home and you can have your own space and you can do whatever you want. You have your own way of doing things. That's what you want. You want to be able to be so independent that nothing can really, what's the word? Nothing can rattle you. Like you're just a guy that has his own stuff going on. Okay, like even with my content, like you guys see, like I'm just doing my own thing. Okay, I don't care how polished it is. I'm just doing my own thing. And that's what you want. You want to have your own independence. And I'm telling you, the more comfortable you can get being alone, the better off you're going to be because at the end of the day, all you really have is yourself. Okay, it doesn't matter if you have a business partner, it doesn't matter if you have a girlfriend, it doesn't matter. You always have yourself to fall back on. Okay, all your successes, all your failures, all your happiness, all your sadness, it all comes down to you and your internal dialogue and how you treat yourself and how you talk to yourself. So if you can treat yourself well and you can tell yourself that you're doing a good job and you can really, be kind to yourself and just make sure that you're doing the right things to get to where you need to go and become the best version of yourself day in and day out. That's all that matters. Okay, people are going to come and go, but always remember that at the end of the day, you always have yourself. You always have yourself to fall back on, and you always want to try to be better than you were before. You always want to not look at the past, but look how you can improve in the future. Okay, don't worry about what happened in the past. Worry about how you can get better and how you can make sure that you're showing up for the people you care about and showing up for the people that need you in their life. Okay, because what you don't realize right now is that you're building yourself so that a past version of you, somebody that's coming up, can look up to you and say, wow, like this guy is really somebody that I admire and somebody that I want to be like. That's what you want. You want to be a good role model for the younger generation. Okay, you should always leave things better than the way you found them. And that's just the way I live my life. I always want to try to do the right thing and try to inspire people and try to make sure that people know that as long as you take care of them throughout their life, then you will always be rewarded. You just always have to remember that. But I think what happens is a lot of guys get into this mindset where they think that they need to have a big network or they need to have a bunch of people, like a bunch of advisors and people that are telling them what to do. But you need to be able to trust yourself and trust your own internal dialogue and trust that you are doing the right thing and that you're moving the needle and that you're taking the right and necessary steps to get to where you need to go. Because trust me, all the partying and all that stuff, all that will be there later. But you got to focus on becoming the best version of yourself first. And then once you do that, you'll be unstoppable. You'll be able to do whatever you want. Because here's the thing. Life is full of abundance. Life has so many opportunities that present themselves to you at the most inopportune times. And if you can just focus on the things that you can control right now, which is being the best version of yourself day in and day out, then you'll see that life will just have a way of working out. It always does. Life always has a way of just throwing good things at you when you do good things. When you take care of people, when you take care of yourself first, obviously, always take care of yourself first, but then you can take care of others. Then you can become a leader. Then you become somebody that people look up to, and then you inspire the next generation. And that's what it's all about. Especially as a man, you always want to be somebody that's breaking the mold of society. You don't want to be like 99% of people. You want to be somebody different. You want to be somebody that people think is a great person to have around, like somebody that people really look up to. Okay? And as long as you can do that, if you just focus on those things, then I guarantee you, you're always going to have success. But you gotta really get comfortable knowing that it's all on you. Nobody's going to be there to hold your hand. Nobody's going to be there to tell you that, this is what you need to do next. This is what you need to do. Like, if you have mentors, that's great. But make sure they're the right mentors. Make sure that the people mentoring you have your best interest. Because at the end of the day, you know in your gut what's good for you. You know what's going to get you to where you need to go. And if not having a mentor right now is what you need to do, and you need to just focus on you and focus on what you can do on your own, then that's what you need to do. Okay, don't go out and pay a bunch of mentors when you don't have the money. Focus on the things that you can do right now with the resources that you have. And focus on only the things that you know are right for you. And nobody can tell you that, not even me. I can't tell you what's right for you. Only you can tell you what's right for you. So if you can do that, then you'll see that life has a way of working out. Life has a way of rewarding you for all the great things that you do. And as long as you focus on becoming that great version of yourself day in and day out, you're going to see that all the abundance and all the things you've ever wanted will come to fruition. But you have to do that first. You can't try to do all these different things like the partying and the socializing and think that you can do this after. You have to do it before, because it's going to matter in the future. You have to tell yourself that what I'm doing now is going to make a difference in my future. I'm going to have a better life and I'm going to have a better future because of the things that I'm doing. And if you tell yourself that every day, regardless of the outside circumstances, you're going to live a great life. You're going to live an abundant life. And opportunities are just going to throw themselves at you. So just keep pushing and understand that ones who get comfortable being alone are ones who always end up succeeding. You will blow past all your competition because you don't need anybody. You don't even need me to tell you that. You already know it. So just keep pushing, and I'm always here when you guys need anything, and I will see you guys next time, all right?